Good evening and welcome to Prime of Midlife. It's Tuesday evening, and as you can see from the shadows, the sun is shining. I have had my little plants out. Bless them, they're growing up. They have had their first day out in the sun, so I've just brought them in just now because it's dropped to about 10 degrees. And today we are talking warm weather prepping. Yes, I know it's only mid April, and I think my last frost date is supposed to be May sometime. And yes, I had to scrape the car last week. However, as I was driving home today, it was 15 degrees. So that just makes me think I need to get ready because I'm really not the best in the hot weather. So, in typical Karen fashion, I made a list. So, what I want to do tonight is just go through the list, let you know what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking of preparing for the better weather, and how I think I'm going to cope with it and make my house as livable or as pleasant as I can do. Just before I do, I thought I'd just stop for a minute and say thank you so much to everyone who is still watching the adverts. You are just helping us make such a difference. So, for anyone who doesn't know, who's a new subscriber, um, when the channel was monetized, I decided to give a portion of what the monetization is away, and so many people have supported this by watching the adverts, and I know they're getting longer, they're getting weirder, and so I really, really do appreciate you suffering through the adverts, shall we say. So yeah, thank you for that. But now, just as we are ready to settle down and watch the sun setting in the shadows behind me, warmer weather. How am I going to prepare for the warmer weather coming up? The first thing is obviously water. I am going to get some more drinking water in my stockpile. I am going to get some bottles. I'm also going to fill up a couple of containers. I don't honestly think that we should have too big a problem. Do you know, Scotland, we normally get a decent amount of rain, but although we didn't have water restrictions last year, there was definitely like dams were so low that you could see the houses that used to be at the bottom of them. So I'd rather be safe than sorry. So drinking water is top of my list. Next on the list is my planters. I went out after work today and started filling up one of my planters, which can I just say takes a lot more work than I thought. So I'll finish that tomorrow. But I want to get like these seedlings out. I want to get my onions out. I want to be able to grow some more food. So, well, grow any food would be good. This is the beginning of my attempts. So I'm going to get the garden a bit more sorted, and basically that means the planters. The planters are going to be my first thing. So that's my second thing. Number three is a fan. Now, I used to have a fan, do you know, with the blades. And when I got mum and dad's Dyson bladeless fan when we sold the house, I gave away my fan. So I have one fan in the house, and I prefer to have another fan, and I actually prefer the bladed fan. And as the weather gets warmer, people are going to be buying, I mean, as soon as we get the first proper heat, people are going to be buying fans like they're going out of fashion. So if you're looking to buy a fan, keep your eyes open, get them as soon as they appear, because they're not going to last in the hot weather. Number four, ice cubes. I just cannot, I just cannot make myself buy bags of ice cubes. Drives me nuts. I have a freezer, I have a tap. I also have ice cube trays. Sorry, I just saw the cat running past outside there. I have ice cube trays that are probably about 2 inches high and 1 inch square. So what I'm going to do is, if you saw the big bag that I used for the cheese, I used that for tomatoes as well. And I'm going to fill my ice cube trays, freeze ice cubes, and then put a whole load of them in that big bag that's about that size, and keep them in the freezer. Not so much for anything particular, but using them in drinks, using them to cool yourself down, you know, putting your feet in a bowl of iced water, etc., etc., using them for focusing the air from a fan into a bowl of iced water so that it's cooler air that comes out. So ice cubes, I want to make a stockpile of them so that I don't run out. Number 5 is my curtains and blinds. Now, someone had said that the bubble wrap is good for keeping rooms cooler as well. I haven't tried that before, but, you know, saved me taking the bubble wrap off the windows that it's on, so I'll let you know how that gets on. I have blinds on the Velux window in my bedroom. I have blackout curtains, but with a white backing on the outside, well, on the window side, up the stairs. And once it gets to really hot weather, I have the curtains open overnight, and pretty much just before I go to work, I shut the curtains to keep the heat out. So yeah, I've become like a little hobbit and just live with the curtains shut until the air cools down. Number 6 is a water butt. I know I'd mentioned it in a video before. I still don't have my water butt, but I think that would be a really good idea. And certainly for people who are further south than me, where there is more drying, get yourself a water butt. Some councils actually give them away for free, so it's worth checking. Number 8, stock food. I need to stock food for no other reason than where my shops are. In my town, there are no trees on the pavements. So if you want to go shopping, you are in the sunlight. Pretty much most of the day, or you know, you can go to one side of the street or the other to be in the shade, but come the middle of the day, it's just ridiculous. Also, the centre of Perth doesn't particularly have a lot of shade either. And by the time you get to the warmth in the middle of summer, and you've been working all day and it's still 18 degrees and you're trying to go to the shops because it's supposed to be a bit cooler, be under no illusions. I am not a calm person in those situations. So I would rather stock up here now while I can shop in comfort than be struggling to find something in the heat of the summer. Number 9, sunscreen, moisturiser, sunblock, antihistamine tablets, you know, anything, any medication that you need that's over the counter, get it now before people start buying it in their droves. And finally, number 10 is sleep cool. I've already taken the duvet is off my bed now. I just have a throw because it's got that bit warmer, and my duvet was really, really warm. So at the moment there's a throw with a little blankie on the top. Yes, I know, me and my blankies. And as the weather gets warmer, then that blankie will go and it'll just be the throw. And then when it gets even further warmer, then it'll be a sheet. Just, you know, for decency's sake, just because I like sleeping snuggled in. And you can't snuggle into a duvet in hot weather, it just doesn't work. So yeah, that's my 10 tips for preparing for the warmer weather just now. If you have more, let me know, because, you know, I don't do well in the heat, as I said. And I'm sure everyone would be glad of any more useful tips. So please, if you've got any other ideas, please put them in the comments below. And now I will leave you to go, and I will catch you later.